A very good evening once again, and welcome back to the Kalina Rangers YouTube channel here, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, day one of the Mumbai Sevens Youth League, and it is our final match of the evening. This is action from the under 16 category. It is between the Kalina Rangers A side versus Spurz FA. Just a quick run through of the team. For Spurz FA, there's Ryan, Ayush, Rishabh, Kevin, Christopher, Jonathan, Aditya, Harris, and Nirek. And for the Kalina Rangers A side, it's Arush, Ali, Yatna, Daivik, Punit, Ayan, Kenil, Ahmed, Shihab, Sushil, Idris, and rounding them up is Parth. Of course, Kalina Rangers in their iconic green strip, while Spurz FA are in the red. Great bit of keeping there. Very aware keeping there by the Spurz FC keeper. It will be a corner here for Kalina Rangers A. Goes across and it's a loose corner. No one unable to be latching on to that pass. This is the first of our under 16 league, and you can clearly see the change of intensity and maturity amongst these players. Here comes Spurz FA. Great little shot there. Great bit of work, and it's just shy of the second post. Spurz FA seem to be sparring very well with the boys in green. Headed away. Here comes Spurz. Just blocking it away for a goal kick. Spurz FA now. This is our final match of day one here, ladies and gentlemen, but there's plenty of sporting action over the next coming days from all the four different age categories. So please do join us tomorrow here at the Manish Nagar Garden and Ground here in Andheri, Mumbai, for another day of the Mumbai Sevens Youth League. The first of its kind. Of course, the Mumbai Sevens has had it in the open category, but this is the first time that they've organized it for the youth. Hence, the four categories for under 12, under 14, under 16, and under 18. Hopefully tomorrow we will be seeing some action from the under 18 categories. As play resumes though, here's a long throw in. Here's Spurz FA with the ball. Looking for some space. Takes a pop. Off target there. A marvelous opportunity for all these youngsters taking part here at the Mumbai Sevens. Of course, the Mumbai Sevens will be scouting a lot of players from across these four age categories. And from these teams representing the different age categories, they will shortlist them down to 20 players per category, where they'll be selected in a special camp. And once they go through that special camp, the remaining 20 players will be shortlisted down to another 12 players from each category, and then taken to take part at an international tournament in Spain, along with an experience of a lifetime in the some of football's biggest stadiums. Play continues. That's a great ball there by the goalkeeper, and it's blocked away. Will be a corner here now for Spurz FA. Shot taken again. It will be a goal kick here again for Kalina Rangers. So far, both teams looking even Steven between the two. There seems to be a lot of support for both teams, as you can see, and a lot of encouragement for both teams. Of course, the under 16s a lot more robust as compared to the under 14s and 12s, but of course, it's all about experiencing and learning and growing as a young footballer. And of course, these youngsters still have a long way to go in their footballing careers. Here's Kalina Rangers on the ball. It will be a foul. That's a free kick here now in favor of Spurz FA. That's a long ball there again by the goalkeeper again, trying from their half again to try and just test the Kalina Rangers caught napping for the second time there from the Spurz FA half. Ball goes long and it's safely now again to the hands of the goalkeeper for Spurz FA. Down the right hand side they go and it's intercepted. Throw in here now for Kalina Rangers as it's headed away. Great bit of work between the two and it's lost again. Here comes Spurz FA now with a chance. Moving it forward is Spurz FA. Missed opportunity again. It will be a goal kick for the Kalina Rangers. Seems to be a discussion there between the official and the linesman. A short discussion and there seems to be a card brandished here. Oh, the goalkeeper isn't wearing gloves and as per tournament and league rules, goalkeeper has to wear gloves. It was just been noticed by the linesman over there on the opposite end. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any gloves available. However, play will be halted here because they still need to get a pair of goalkeeping gloves for the goalkeeper. Just a careful reminder for those of the teams that haven't participated yet, please make sure you all come prepared or you might face disciplinary action during the match. Not sure now if an exception has been made and will the match carry on. I believe an exception has been made. Headed away there now. Here comes Spurz FA again. Keeper here for Kalina Rangers. Looking for their player. They move it forward again. Headed away there. Great opportunity here for Kalina Rangers now down the right. Good throw there, but it's blocked away there by a wall of red. Ball reaching just towards our video assistant referee. Opportunity now. Long throw taken there. The under-16s starting to prove to be a much more even sided affair. That's a good opportunity. Headed away. Here's Spurz FA again with a chance, and that's a goal. Spurz FA taking the lead so far in the first half here in our first ever under-16 league match for the Mumbai Sevens Youth League. All to play for Kalina Rangers as Spurz FA again pile on the pressure. They will have a spring in their step here, Spurz FA, as they have gotten news that the under-12s didn't fare well against Kalina Rangers. After a 2-goal lead, they did lose their game 3-2. So they will be spurned forward in the under-16s to get a little bit of a pound of flesh here for the under-12s. Here comes Spurz FA now, down the left-hand side. They find a little bit of space, but just too much of time on the ball there.
You talk so you'll understand.
Again, Sevens football needs to be quick and precise. Too much time can be your doom. Here comes Spurz FA now with a chance, and it's a shot there, and it's saved well there by the keeper for Kalina Rangers. They go again. Here comes Spurz FA again, down the right hand side. It's blocked across. They move it down the left. Lobbed forward.
Check.
Here's the ball now. A goal kick here for Kalina Rangers. There's a chance though here. They're in the half of Spurz FA, but again, no cohesiveness as they try and keep possession of the ball. Good bit of a run in there between the two as they move forward. Chance here for Kalina Rangers. They're getting into the box, but it's cleared away. Spurz FA now down on the counter. Throw in here for Spurz. An opportunity to extend their lead, and it's a foul throw. It will be a throw now in favor of Kalina Rangers. Throw taken quickly. Again, it's a foul throw. Two back-to-back foul throws. It's another throw in again for Spurz FA. Great chance here again, and it's a loose ball. Here comes Kalina again. Fantastic last man work there by the Spurz FA, and it's getting gnarly between these two teams. The exuberance of youth and the beauty of football. That's a shot taken, and that's again tied away there by the goal. Here comes Kalina now down the left hand side. Great piece of work there. Now here comes Spurz FA now finding that man down the center, and it's defended well, but the ball is still recovered. A great opportunity here for Spurz FA. Keeps the ball in play. Fantastic work there by the young man. Finds his man down at the back. Lines it up towards the right. Spurz FA getting a little bit of pressure here. They need to look up and they need to spread the game across. Great bit of organization skill so far by Spurz FA. Here's a chance for them, a golden opportunity. Again, of course, the young player not trying to waste too much of time on the ball. Goal kick again now to Kalina Rangers. They find their man down the left. As we've seen so far, a goals difference is nothing in this league so far. I know it's still the early days, but still plenty for Kalina Rangers to play for. It'll be a free kick here now for the boys in green. Takes it, but just skied way across there, unfortunately. Wasted opportunity there for the Rangers. It'll be a goal kick here now for Spurz. Man finds his player down the left hand side here, on the central left hand side. It'll be a throw in here again. Spurz again getting a bit between their teeth here, just hoping to see if they can double their lead. Golden opportunity again, and it's blocked away. Chance again, and it's missed by just a couple of inches there from the crossbar. Spurz FA asking all the right questions while Kalina Rangers still trying to find their rhythm. I'm sure their manager's coach Scott will have some words of encouragement as this half comes towards an end in a couple of minutes. Moving forward though, now here comes a loose ball now into the half of Spurz FA. Finds the man down the center. Great bit of work there by the man in the center. He finds the man down the left. Now in the center again to the goalkeeper. Spurz FA again with the ball as they move forward. It's a loose ball again, and it's good bit of trickery there by the goalkeeper, Spurz FA. Goal kick taken quickly. Here comes the player. Here's the goalkeeper. A little bit of a misstep there. Pressure here by Kalina Rangers. A good opportunity, and that's a chance. And miss hit That will be encouraging for the boys in green. It's just a goal's difference. Still the first half. Here comes a great chance for Spurz FA again. He hits it straight towards the goalkeeper. Another goal opportunity there for the boys in red. This seems to be end-to-end stuff right here. Spurz FA now with the throw-in. Locked away. Lofted forward again. That's a foul, I believe, or that will be a free kick, I believe, in favor. Oh no, it's a penalty for Spurz FA. Trying to see if there might be a check here for VAR, or will they be having a look at it? I believe they are at the looks of it, or still a deliberation. So we are waiting for VAR to notify the match official, just to confirm what he already believes is to be a penalty kick. Linesman probably going in to check as well. However, they will be notified. As mentioned, for those again who have just joined us, it is a penalty as confirmed by the gentleman in the VAR room. A chance here now for Spurz FA to double their lead. Great finish there to extend the lead. Spurz FA now. 2-goal cushion. First half though now. Almost coming to a close. Here comes Kalina Rangers again looking for a man down the center. Just winding down the clock here. Spurz FA very happy so far with the 2-goal cushion. Although they shouldn't be complacent. We all know how dangerous Kalina Rangers can be when put in a corner. Cleared away there. Kalina Rangers now with an opportunity. Great bit of defending there by the Spurz FA defender. Nice little back heel. Spurz FA again now enjoying a little bit more of the possession. Making Kalina work hard for the ball. It will be a throw in here for Spurz FA. Throw in and it's gone long, but it's headed across. Back into the part of the throw in. Here comes Kalina Rangers now. It's very resolute defending here by the men in red, Spurz FA. They move forward now as well. They're very quick on the transition, Spurz FA, while Kalina Rangers again just still trying to find their rhythm. They just shouldn't let the 2-goal deficit affect them so far. Again, it's still just the first half. Cleared away again. It'll be a throw in here. Throw in here now for Spurz FA. Goes for it again and it's a cleared away. Here comes Kalina now on the counter. But they lose the ball again, but it'll be a foul in favor of Kalina Rangers. A chance now for Kalina to see if they can try and get a goal before the end of this first half. Goes long again is just not working right now for Kalina Rangers in terms of set pieces. They really need to regroup. They will definitely need a lot of words of encouragement there from their manager Scott, who's seen there in the red shirt. And that's a Foul, I believe. It will be a free kick basically in favor of Kalina Rangers. Poorly taken free kick there. Spurz FA collect that quickly. Takes a shot. Had it been hit a little bit more on target, that would have definitely been proven costly for that Wick goal kick. Kalina Rangers again still lacking that cohesiveness or that gel that they have. And it can also be just the well arranged defense of Spurz FA that seems to be disrupting them. So far, so good though. Kalina Rangers on the ball. It will be a throw in here for Spurz FA. As they see if they can try and make it 3-0 before the end of this first half. Great opportunity and it's again blocked away. Kalina Rangers now moving forward. Making space for themselves. A great opportunity. Here comes a chance. There seems to be a foul there. However, I believe the referee is going to look into this, although he could play advantage as he did feel that the Spurz FA player did bring the man down or held him back. The Kalina Rangers players calling for clemency here, and there might be a discussion between the referee and the linesman. They are going to have a look, I believe, again. A brief moment here, and while we do that though, as VAR checks, we'd like to take this opportunity again to just thank all our lovely sponsors for making the Mumbai Sevens Youth League happen. Again, it wasn't for the help of Decathlon 7070 Management, T3 Parallel Events and Media, FCB Sal Photography, Vibrant, of course, who is the composer of the official song from the Mumbai 7 Youth League, Punjab da. Still awaiting now for a confirmation from the VAR room. I'm not exactly sure what could be the discussion. Would it be a penalty or would it be played advantage? It's an update, and I believe it's the referee who's been told to have a look. We will see now if that is a penalty or if there might be some disciplinary scenarios as well for one of the members of the Spurz FA team. Still a few minutes to go though here, ladies and gentlemen, here live at the Manish Nagar Ground and Garden in Andheri, Mumbai. It is our last game of the night, but of course it is just day one of plenty more days of footballing action to come over the course of a couple of weeks, and we have our referee back. It will be a penalty. It's an opportunity now for Kalina Rangers to get one goal back, to make the scores 2-1 and go into the halftime break with a skip in their step. Here we go, a chance for Kalina to get a goal back, and that's their first goal. One goal down, they do cut the deficit now to just a goal. Spurz FA now Looking for a chance now. Not much time left now in this first half. As the ball goes long and they're unable to keep it in play, it will be now Kalina Rangers. Have they smelled blood? Can they bring another goal back in this half? Here's a chance. Good shot there by the youngster. Unable to keep it low, unfortunately. Not enough shot power there to test the goalkeeper or direction. Goal kick here for Spurz FA. It's taken quickly and it's quickly. That's an error there by the goalkeeper, unfortunately, and that gives Spurz FA their 2-goal cushion back against the runner play there. The score now 3-1 against completely the runaway. You would think that Kalina Rangers would have something back, but that last minute goal and we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Manisagar Ground and Garden. Second half in our first under-16 league game between Spurz FA and Kalina Rangers, eh? Don't let the scoreline fool you though, ladies and gentlemen. It is still an end-to-end match here, even though Spurz FA do have a 2-goal cushion. That last-minute goal at the end of the first half conceded by Kalina Rangers did kind of knock the wind out of their sails. Spurz FA will be looking to capitalize on that and see if they can extend it. Great bit of work so far by the men in red though. Kalina Rangers now a lot to change and a lot to chase as they try and salvage something out of this match. Great bit of work here by the youngsters. Kalina Rangers now moving quickly, and that's a good ball, but it's safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. Lobbed forward again and it's blocked away. Great opportunity again and it's blocked, and tussle here now between all the players and a little bit of argy-bargy there between the Spurz FA and the Kalina Rangers defender. It will be a free kick here though for the boys in green. A chance here now for Kalina Rangers to again bring down the 2-goal deficit to 1. Scores 3-1 here, ladies and gentlemen. This is under 16 tie. Goes for it, hits the wall. Gets it back again. Good opportunity. Spurz FA breaking open again. Finds his man down the left and he takes a shot, and that's quite ambition but not far off from the goal. Not sure if the goalkeeper did have that covered. It will be Kalina again to restart from their half. Excellent pressure here by Spurz FA. Exceptional pressing here by the team in red, and they seem to be getting the better of Kalina Rangers thanks to that excessive press, and it's great bit of possession play also as well between the players, and it's blocked away and that's headed across. Chance here again, and Spurz again with a golden opportunity to extend their lead from 3-1 to 4-1. As the score stands though, it's still 3-1. Spurz FA again moving fast. Great bit of work here down the left hand side. It's still being played on, and it's a late call there by the referee. Throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Blocked away, and it's a loose ball there, and Spurz managed to keep it out for another throw in. Opportunity here now again for Kalina Rangers. Try and get a goal back. Long throw. Heads coming in there together, and the match referee Craig Seeing a foul there in favor of Spurz FA. It will be a free kick and they take it quickly, and here comes Spurz FA now with a great opportunity. Down the right hand side, they're dispossessed. Kalina Rangers now moving it quickly. Tussle between the two. And that will be a free kick here again for Spurz FA. They're enjoying the lion's share of the possession so far and a 2-goal advantage. Goes for the shot and he tries to beat the keeper round the wall. Although it just gets the side netting instead. Again, a lot of pressure again between. Fantastic work here by the Spurz FA team. Not giving enough time for the Kalina players to breathe on the ball. But that is the beauty of sevens football. You've got to be quick and you've got to make better and fast decisions as well. Any minor error can lead to far bigger consequences. Here's a chance now for Spurz FA. Keeps it low. Great chance for them on the ground and it's scurried across. Kalina now with the ball. Unable to find their man and they give it back to the keeper. Lobs it forward. Spurz FA keep it very cool and calm. Moving it down the right hand side as they move towards the right. Cluster there again as they still keep possession of the ball. Here comes Spurz. Blocked away. Resolute defending there again by the Kalina Rangers. Spurz FA asking a lot of questions, but at the same time enjoying a lot of the possession as well. Pressing into the Kalina Rangers half. Blocked away, they still have possession. Here comes Spurz FA again, but they're dispossessed. Kalina Rangers now with the chance. Just not managing to put three passes together, Kalina Rangers. Struggling to find any sort of rhythm so far. Great opportunity again, and here comes Spurz FA again keeping majority of the possession again, and that's a misstep there. Again, of course, not a very even service here at the Manish-Nagar, and there's a loose ball. Good opportunity there for Kalina Rangers, but they go back again. Here comes Spurz FA. As mentioned, this surface over here at the Manish-Nagar Garden, not exactly the most even of surfaces, so players need to be wary to avoid injury and to also avoiding injuring others around them. Foul throw there. Throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Good long throw there. It's hacked across and it's coming in between these players and it's safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. They go across. Here comes Spurz again. Good opportunity as well. Headed across and it's cleared again there. Stay into the hands of the Spurz FA goalkeeper. They move it down the left. Excuse me. Christopher now down the left hand side for Spurz FA. Spurz FA again with the ball. Here's a good opportunity now though for Kalina. Unable to keep it in and they do keep it in. A chance for Kalina again, just not getting their bearings straight. They really need to put passes together. The lack of rhythm is telling in the boys in green. While Spurz FA in the meantime are just biding their time. They do have a 2-goal cushion so far. And at the same time, they're not afraid to extending it. They do look dangerous on the break. Down the right hand side they come here, and here's Kalina Rangers now down the left. It's back and forth down the middle. Good opportunity here. Takes a shot and it's... And there seems to be a complaint here. A warning again there to one of the Kalina Rangers players. Corner here now for Spurz FA. Here's Christopher for Spurz FA. He tries to pop a shot and it's gone straight out onto the street. Play will resume. Kalina Rangers again looking for answers. But the Spurz FA team seem to be so well organized. There's a shot again and it's well collected, carried away. Again that pressure again by Spurz FA. Great man marking by the boys in red. Kalina Rangers now with the free kick. Foul in their favour. They're going to go long for this one. Unfortunately, no direction on that one. A wasted opportunity again. This might just be summing up the Kalina Rangers night. Again, Spurz FA just buying their time. Spurz FA again just spreading the ball across, making the Rangers work for the ball here. Great bit of passing game here and great bit of possession by the team in red. Oh no, and there's an error there, there's a chance there, and that's one goal back. They need to bring the ball back. There needs to be a sense of urgency by the boys in green. The score is 3-2 against the run of play. Spurz FA getting a bit complacent there, taking their opponent for granted. There will be a change for the keeper. It will be another outfield player now coming in place in the goal. Spurz FA now still with the slender lead, but it seems that the Kalina Rangers have smelled blood in the water and they're looking to end this second half on a high. Can they bring it back for the boys from Kalina? Corner here now for Spurz FA, an opportunity for them to restore their 2-goal cushion. Corner taken and it's blocked away there. A throw in here again for Spurz FA. Chance here again, it's gone long and that's a foul throw, I believe. Notice late, but it will be a throw here for Kalina Rangers. Again, there needs to be a sense of urgency for the boys of green if they need to win this match, nonetheless salvage a point. There's still a goal down and it's blocked away. Another opportunity again for Kalina Rangers. Great long ball there across. Down towards the left. Spurz FA now finding some space down the centre. Looking for a man down the right. Great bit of movement here. There's a chance for Spurz FA. It's a chance again and that's the 2-goal cushion restored. Kalina Rangers, whenever they keep clawing their way back, somehow manage to find out that they're just falling asleep at the back and they've given another opportunity to Spurz FA and they've taken it gracefully. 2-goal cushion back on for Spurz FA. Scores are 4-2. Lots of pressure again for Spurz FA, but they seem to be absorbing it like a sponge. Cleared away there for Spurz FA. Clock's ticking away now here, ladies and gentlemen. This is our final match of the evening in this under-16 tie of day 1 for the Mumbai Sevens Youth League. So far, Spurz FA do look like the team that should be taking home the 3 points. But anything's possible in Sevens football as we see the Spurz players moving down the left-hand side. Moving it forward, and that's a great piece of work again. And Spurz FA again Gaining themselves a throw in. A chance now to extend the lead from 2 goals to 3 goals. Great opportunity here now. Christopher on the ball here for Spurz FA. Beats the player and almost beats the wall, but they do get the ball back again, and it's fancy footwork, but they retreat back. Goalkeeper just lobs it forward. Ball again now with Kalina Rangers. Again, Kalina Rangers really need to dig deep. It's a 2-goal advantage here that they need to cut short. Moving it forward, here comes Kalina Rangers again. Cleared away there by Christopher, who seems to be the rock of this Spurz FA defense. Kalina Rangers still looking confident enough that they can still get something out of this match. Kalina Rangers starting out from the back. Finding the mind down the right. Great bit of work, but they're dispossessed again. Here's Spurz FA again. Great bit of work there by the players, but they're unable to keep it in play. Throw in here for Kalina Rangers. Taken quickly. They loft it forward. Christopher, the last man for Spurz FA. He doesn't care where it is as long as the ball goes out of play. And danger is averted. Throw in here now for Kalina Rangers. They go long again. It's met by the head of a Spurz FA player as Kalina Rangers pile on the pressure. They need 1 goal back to believe again, and that's a missed opportunity again. Trying to keep it in play. Unable to do so. Again, another change of the goalkeeper. Spurz FA again, switching keepers and making some quick changes. Trying to break Kalina Rangers' rhythm here. Quite a smart or intelligent strategy here. Here comes Spurz FA now. Playing it out the back. Spurz FA down the left-hand side. Great bit of work there. Again, ample space down the center here as they move it down the left. Spurz FA again with some space and unable to keep it in play. It's going to be a throw-in. Straight into the chest. They've got to take a chance here. Spurz FA again. Kalina Rangers flirting with danger there. Throw-in straight in the path of the goalkeeper. You know you can't catch it. He was looking a little bit worried there. And there's again Spurz FA with that pressure. Boys getting a little overzealous here. Again, the score's 4-2. Spurz FA with the advantage. It'll be a goal kick here now for Spurz FA. Quickly taken as they're playing it out the back. So, as we go cross, and that's a foul in favor of Kalina Rangers. A yellow card there. It'll be a free kick here now. Okay, bro. It'll be a free kick here now for Kalina Rangers. An opportunity to try and cut the deficit again. Remember, it's still a 2-goal advantage for Spurz FA. Clock ticking away as well here. Let's see how Kalina Rangers can convert this free kick and make the most of it. Takes a shot, but it's way off target there. Kalina Rangers again need to regroup. It's still another 2 more goals that they need to catch up with. Ball down the half of Spurz FA. They give it loosely to Kalina Rangers. There's a chance here. They recover it again, but they lose it and recover it again now for Spurz FA. Spurz FA moving forward. Missing the opportunity. Here comes Kalina Rangers down the left-hand side. Christopher now for Spurz FA. That's a foul in his favour. It will be a free kick for Spurz FA. It will be a free kick here for Spurz FA. Goes across the pitch there to Christopher. Goes across to the right again, and it's great bit of defending there. It will be a throw in for Spurz FA. Great throw, and that's a chance again, and that's goal number 3. Well, it's the 3rd goal of the deficit. It's 5-2 for Spurz FA. Clearly running rampant against Kalina Rangers. (5-2) the score so far. Kalina Rangers again looking listless. It was a 2-goal deficit, but now it's increased to a 3-goal deficit. There seems to be a discussion here. There's a check here with the video assist referee. Match official Craig. Just trying to look into what the issue could be. Play resumes. It is Spurz FA now. Scores 5-2. Takes the shot and it's scurried through the walls. A chance here again, and it's a shout for handball, but apparently it is a goal kick now for Kalina Rangers. Starting it out the back here, Kalina Rangers. Moving it down the left, but it's a loose pass. That kind of really sums up the Rangers' night so far. They just haven't found their rhythm. They'll have a lot of work to do for their next match for sure. Spurz FA though on the other side clearly seem to be moving with a lot more swagger. That's a ball given there at the back there. Spurz FA just enjoying the lion's share of the possession. Finds their man down the centre and they lose it again. Miss hit shot there. Not much time now left in the second half here, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 5-2. Spurz FA with a very dominating victory so far. If they can keep this together, Christopher now finds his man, and that's a good bit of work there. Kalina Rangers just leaving so many players open up front. There will be a free kick here for Spurz FA, as that's a foul. Again, Christopher for Spurz FA, who's had a fantastic match, not only in the heart of defence, but also in their transition phases. Looking to see now if he can get another goal for the boys in red. Takes a hit and it hits the wall straight away. Loose ball now. Recovered here by Spurz FA. Taken back now. Here comes Kalina down the left. There seems to be 2 players onto 1. Christopher again with the recovery. There's a chance for Kalina Rangers, and that's cutting it down. 5-3. Five goals to 3. Kalina Rangers do have some life left in them, but there's still a 2-goal deficit here for the team in red in the lead. Here comes Spurz FA. Down the center, Christopher again loses the ball. Spurz FA looking a little shaky on these closing moments of this match. Here comes the counter. Good chance here though for Spurz FA. They're just trying to buy time here as much as possible. Spurs with the play down the right. And that's the end of the match here, ladies and gentlemen. That sums it up. Spurz FA winning 5 goals to 3. A fantastic match in the first ever under 16